Hello, everybody. I want to introduce Chapter 8, which is on pronouns. Pronouns give a lot of people problems because I know, for example, for Mandarin speakers, he and she sound pretty much alike, okay? And that can be very confusing. Plus, there's gender, so sometimes you end up calling a male she when you mean he, okay? I've heard that one a lot. And it's completely understandable because I don't think the system is the same in many languages. Okay, so we have different kinds of pronouns. As you can see from this chart, there's the subject pronouns, the object pronouns, possessive, reflexive, and people often think that these are pronouns, but they're not. They're possessive adjectives, and I'll talk about that in a minute, okay? So the subject pronouns, these are the singular ones, okay, and these are the plural ones. And for example, I'm going to use an example from the book. I want to use some subject pronouns as the subject of my sentence, okay? You and I are good friends, okay? Notice the subject of my sentence is you and I. Okay, now often I hear my students and even some of my friends say things like, me and him had a good time, okay? So that would be a big mistake because me is an object pronoun, it's not a subject pronoun, and him is also an object pronoun. So you might hear this, your friends might say, me and him, are gonna play basketball or something, but that's actually an error. And it's fine if you want to be speaking really informally and you don't want to sound too formal. But it would be wrong, actually, to use these object pronouns in the subject position. Now, let me give you an example of how to use an object pronoun. So it's the object of a verb, or it can be an object of a preposition. So, for example, I'm going to use a possessive adjective. My friend likes me, okay? So my friend is the subject, likes is the verb, and me, that is the object of the verb. Who does he like? Me, okay? And let me give you an example of using an object pronoun as an object of a preposition, okay? He gave the book to him. Okay, so the preposition is to, and this is the object of the pronoun. The book will explain this, but I just want to give you quick examples. Okay, now possessive pronouns replace, like you don't want to repeat, instead of saying, my book is older than your book, I might say, my book is older than yours, showing that it is your book, okay? Here's another example. That instead of saying something like, that book is her book, you would say, that book is hers, okay? And then again, these are singular and these are plural. Now, the reflexive pronouns are when we do actions to ourselves. Let me give you an example. Take care of yourself, okay? So this is an action that you would do toward yourself. Or sometimes we'll say things like, he told himself he would never do that again, but he went ahead and did it, okay? So it's an action he told himself, an action directed toward oneself. That's the meaning of reflexive. It kind of goes back to you. Okay, and then finally, these are not pronouns, but people often think they are. They're possessive adjectives. And remember, these are a kind of determiner, right? So like it shows you whose, my book, your book, his or her book, its tail, if I'm talking about the dog, their home, your home, our home. So those are just a kind of a determiner, all right? Okay, I'm going to end there. I hope that's helpful, but the chapter does explain and give many examples.